Hi guys, I'm gonna politely ask that you ignore the background. Boxes. Full of books though. My bookcase. Maybe I'll do a bookcase haul one day. I don't know. I think it's fun when I have actually interesting assignments for a class. Right? Like we have like a presentation, but like you don't actually get to present it. You just have to make a presentation and turn it into the teacher. First semester, which just ended for me. I had financial algebra, 4th hour. We did some pretty cool stuff. So today I'll be showing you guys some of that. So I don't know how I'm gonna position this so that you guys can see, but if we open it up, I want to show you guys some of the assignments we did that I thought was pretty cool. Oh, okay, now I know. This is probably gonna be upside down later. Oops. We did a banking services project. So we had to choose a bank, could have been like national, local, whatever. We had to choose a bank and like write about their services and stuff. And this was like in September, right? Like early September. So it was like an intro assignment for class. So it wasn't like entirely financial algebra related. Although actually, hold on. Yeah, we actually did have to choose like one of the accounts offered and like do like an equation, but like it was like a fun assignment, right? It counted for like assessment points, right? So like it was still like a big grade. I did get 100% on it. My most successful class somehow. So let's go through this. Can you guys see it? Oh, that's what it was. I'll just do this. I'm literally stupid. So I'll present it. Okay, my scroll is weird. So like if you do that, you have to go with that. Hold on. For my banking services project, I chose German American State Bank. I live in Northern Illinois, like in the Rockford area, so this is like our local, like one local bank. So, oh shit, you probably can't read that, can you? So anyways, it's like an overview about like when it was like founded and stuff, and so I tried to be like real professional, and I was like, its motto, its values, its history. Yapping way too much. I put way too much effort into presentations because I like them, and I am in no means a digital media god, but they just make it too easy. Especially since we had to do it on Google Slides. Like, it's been a while. Like, Google Slides like took over my entire middle school life, but for the past few years I've been using Canva, so it was nice to use Google Slides again. See, I don't know if you guys can read it because when I'm looking at it now, it's mirrored. Anyways, so that was part of the rubric. Okay, yeah, is that we had to do something about like its history, and then this one we had to do overview continued, and like we had to insert like a logo, we had to put in its hours, we had to put in like contact information just to prove that we didn't write like fake all this stuff, like, you know, to validate that it's real. And then the types of accounts offered, so we had to do 1 checkings and at least 1 savings, and so these are like the types. Oh, sorry, I'm stupid. It's actually just been 5 months since I looked at this assignment. What's highlighted in yellow is the actual ones that I like explained later, but we had to list all of their checkings and savings options. So, you know, we have everything, and then we have like they have like CD, certificate of deposit, and like everything like that. What does this say? Oh, the Foresight interest checkings account. So this was one of the checkings one I did, right? I had to give like the information, the benefits, the requirements to opening an account, because right, sometimes it's like no requirements, like monetary requirements, but then some is like minimum deposit's like $150, or for the really big ones that are supposed to hold like tens of thousands of dollars, wouldn't that be nice? Minimum is like $1,500. If I had $1,500 right now, I actually did have $1,500 one time from a summer job. Let's just say I'm currently in overdraft now. And I did the Foresight HSA, so blah, blah, blah. Like, if you guys can read this, you can just, like, pause or whatever. I did the IRA account. Pretty fun stuff. I don't know. I really like to think ahead, like, long term. Like, I don't know what I'm going to be doing a month from now, but I know what I want to do 10 years from now, right? And funnily enough, I haven't been thinking about my retirement because, I mean, obviously my career hasn't been solidified, right? I'm not even in college yet, so I don't even know my major. I mean, it's either biomedical engineering, biochemistry, or chemical engineering are the only three options that I've chosen when in my college applications. But so there's still med school, there's still an actual job. So I haven't thought much about my retirement. I'm not gonna be like a snowbird or whatever they call them, right? Like, I'm gonna work until I can't anymore. And since my goal is to be a surgeon, these hands are already not great. So hopefully I'll just do the best that I can while I can. And then I'll, like, I don't know, downsize, maybe be a teacher. No, I don't want to be a teacher. Maybe a teacher for adults. And then I did CD. And then, oh, and this was like the actual part of the project. Everything was supposed to be like very brief. No. I just had to yap as much as possible. I mean, I put a lot of effort into this. So, like, you would, I got 40 out of 40. I got 100%. This is the, this was the actual calculations part. We had to, like, pick, like, a long-term trip or, like, a trip that we have to save long-term. And so I did, I think, what does this say? This part of Germany. If you, in a school assignment, I always choose Germany because that's where I want to go. That's where I want to live. That's where I want to ideally practice medicine. I want to do my fellowship there and then eventually end up at the Mayo Clinic. Right? Just because I love Minnesota, but it is cold. But then so is everywhere else I'm hoping to go, like Johns Hopkins. Anyways, I'm sorry guys. I'm just like telling you my 10-year plan. And I'm just trying to show you an assignment. And it's already been 7 minutes. Might have to put this on 2 times speed. So I chose that, and it cost, like, I don't know. At this point, I had spent so much time on, like, the earlier slides. I was like, I only have one more day to do this. So it's not that I was being, like, lackadaisical, I don't know, lazy. But I was like, okay, it's not that deep. It just has to be, it had to be, like, within, like, I don't know, $5,000 to $10,000 or something. Yeah, it had to be, like, in between $5,000 and $10,000. So I was just like, okay, random plane tickets, right? I wasn't trying to choose the cheapest thing. I wasn't trying to choose the most expensive thing. I was just like, okay, plane tickets, damn. And then, train tickets, damn. Restaurants, damn. Okay, and then here are the actual calculations. She was like, you could do it on the calculator and then take a picture of your calculator. I don't know. I just liked typing it out. First of all, it took a while. So, this is how I write it on paper too, right? I do what all the variables equal, and then I do the question mark so we know what we're solving for, of course. And then I put it in, and then I put it in, and then the explanation for everything. So I guess it was like what account I would choose for this and stuff like that. Anyways, it was pretty cool. Sorry, I'll go back in case anybody actually cares enough. This is all my own writing, by the way. This is all my own writing. Oh, and then that's it, I guess. Thanks so much, guys, for that one. It was a really cool assignment, and I liked it a lot, and I loved that class a lot and the teacher. So there's my banking services project. Hopefully in the next video I'll make in 30 seconds, I'll go a little faster. Thanks so much for listening, guys.